Okay, so now it is time for Alicia's journal. So hers is much more rustic Christmas and ultimately much more junk journal-y, sort of. So this is not sewn on. I'm contemplating sewing it on. The cover here is a book cover from a California Wines book. We've got some, like, it's very thick canvasy red material. I've got more of this. Some wine colored lace glued on that. Some 4-inch wide burlap ribbon with some white lace. I bought this on Amazon. I'll link it below because it's good. My little shop logo down there on the back, because why not? Dankle charms for the ties to her traveler's notebook string bit. A little collage here. So this is book page, fussy cut piece from one of the paper pads, a bit from one of the paper pads, some of, I think that's book paper that I wrote 2019 on. One of the die cuts from the same pack that my cover die cut is from. And then inside the cover, we've got some plaid paper here. This is a sweater print in here. And then we have all of her date cards in a little book page envelope I made with a small collage saying dates. I've inked the edges of all of these with the Tim Holtz tea dye ink. Yeah, so she can just pull those out and go on in. I'm still in the process of inking these, but these are cut aparts that have words and no journaling space on them that go with her theme. That one goes in there too. Technically she could journal on the back, but I don't know how she's going to go about using this journal or anything like that. And then we're gonna flip to the back pocket. Yeah, so I have two different styles of that 4-inch wide burlap ribbon, and this one has lace on the outer edges. That one has lace in the middle spine of it. So then we flip to the back page. We have another burlap ribbon pocket. And then these are all cards that have journaling space to them, whether they are cut aparts from the paper pads or stamped and then cut out pieces that I created. And then this is the insert, and I did do it traveler's insert style, so you could untie this and put another one, so she could untie it and put another one in. Let me pull up a little bit. So she could untie it and put another one in if she runs out of journaling space in this one. I kind of doubt it, considering I am getting this to her 4 days late because I'm filming it 4 days later than I initially wanted to. And then we have Ex Libris, Alicia S. Page here, this is her bookmark that I started writing some prompt ideas. A few of, I don't think I'm gonna fill this out completely, honestly. But a few of these are from Maud's December Daily prompt list that I will link below as well. Got a cute little nutcracker. That's from the Sugar and Sparkle paper pad. That's like the only one. Then we've got seed catalog paper with cardstock on this side, another piece of cardstock here that was like a black watch plaid that I whitewashed over and then added some watered down white acrylic in order to make it look like it was snowy. Book page, or notebook page with lined paper. Every few pages I have a scrap or two of just a patterned cardstock tucked in there so that she can decorate the pages how she sees fit. And then we have a whitewashed book page, a few more bits, sketchbook page, bits, journaling card with a belly band tuck spot, And I just took a piece of, this is one of the cut aparts that says something, with a piece of paper from the Sugar and Sparkle pack. Yeah, I tried to use mostly the North Pole News Farmhouse Christmas and then the 6x6 Christmas plaids. But every so often I did stick in some bits from Happy Holidays and Sugar and Sparkle. I don't know if this insert wound up with the pieces. Yeah, this is a Happy Holidays piece here. A sheet of list pad, some random bits. Yeah, this is a bit from the coffee, the Beautiful Day one that was kind of a thing from my journal there. She could technically write on the front of this one. She'd need like a white or a metallic pen. Don't know if she has one of those. So most of those have been cardstocks pages. This one is some letterhead with greenery on it. We've got this. I have quite a few tags that I still need to ink before I give it to her. More lined paper pages here. This is from Happy Holidays, and I think I will tuck in a little bit of this. And then this tag with some green ribbon on it in here, just because I really want to load this up. Like, I really, really want her to use it and enjoy it. Yeah, so something you'll notice is that a lot of her stuff is inked and distressed, whereas mine wasn't, because I like that look in other people's journals, the distressed inked up look, but I'm genuinely not fond of it in my own journal. Yeah. Fingers, cooperate with me. Do you guys think that would have looked better with the plaid? No, because the little hole is red and I want to bring in colors that it doesn't have. And then we have seed catalog page with a plaid on it, seed catalog page with a plaid, inked up cardstock, some random slivers of paper. I'm gonna toss in this Believe here. Yeah. Then we have kind of a recipe card, or maybe like a tracker card thing here in the middle. More of that paper that I need to ink up to make it fit her distressed sort of style. Journaling space, lots and lots of journaling space. Other side of that plaid, we've got this here. I feel like there's just not enough on this page, like enough bits. So let us see what else I've got. We'll go with this one. Let it snow, we're staying home. Yeah. We've got some of the house paper. I cut out one of, this door here for her cover. Got a tag. Got seed catalog paper with plaid on it. Seed catalog paper with some plaid. A cardstock with music paper printed on it. Lined paper, tag, paper scraps, the other half of that letterhead, tucked in journaling card thing, plaid bit. This is another belly band with a card, and then this little dog house. Because kind of the idea of this was that she could journal about this year's Christmas memories and previous year's Christmas memories. And she used to have a dog named Daisy. Sadly, none of the dogs on the papers looked like Daisy, so I'm just like, God bless it. Okay, and then we have this postcard that I inked up that she can either use as journaling space or she can send off to someone. Stamps are expensive, so I didn't put a stamp on it, but. And because I don't know if she wants to use it as journaling space or if she wants to send it, I didn't know if I could use like one of my already canceled stamps that I have in my stash. The other half of the envelope. There's this sketchbook paper. I didn't ink the sketchbook paper because it was already a nice creamy color and it was very delicate. And then we come to, I think this is the only one that I did a painted plaid on in the entire book. I had originally intended on doing it on all of the book pages and I'm like, wait, that literally takes away journaling space. Don't do that. Yzma. All right, and then we have the whitewashed side of the page here, tag, some paper bits, lined paper, paper bits. So I whitewashed the words here, but I had originally placed it to where one of the date squares could fit there pretty nicely. And so, you know, I left the raspberry showing because they're red and then put a light green piece of paper. So yeah, I doubt that she's going to be on day 1 when she gets back here, but you know, maybe she won't journal in it chronologically. Who knows? But that was the idea behind that. More plaid here, small pocket here. I haven't decided what I'm going to stick in there, and that is the end of this signature. So now we're going to set that to the side. She pretty much has all the same cut aparts as I do. Well, not really all the same, because I didn't take any from the, I only took it from North Pole News and Farmhouse Christmas for her. So, ooh, hit my chin. So she has less than I do, but a slightly more, oh, one of the tags fell out. A slightly more coherent theme to hers. All of the bits, peace on earth. Another little believe tag. So yeah, basically, what I'm going to do today is just ink everything up. Things like this I'm probably going to chop into like bits so she can use them in smaller bits. Like this I'm probably going to do like the width of a page. These ones each little thing. This one into thirds. Hopefully that'll be, but yeah. Essentially just cut it down so they're easier for her to use and she's not like, what in the fuck do I do with 12-inch wide strips of paper? So she can just take them, glue them down on her journaling page whenever she needs to fill up some space. And then I have the last little bits of her ribbon. So this is, I don't know, 5 inches? Yeah, 4 or 5 inches of the ribbon I used for her tie. We have a lot more of this like taffeta organza. This one, this see-through one, got quite a bit more of that, and got a little bit more of the green here. And then we have a few more sheets of the like cut off edges of the scrapbook paper that I used one of these to make her journal, her bookmark, her raggedy, as Nick the Booksmith would call it. So I have a few more of those, and then we have the pages I painted. So I've got, yeah. I'm thinking I might want to whitewash over the bronze here just to make it easier to journal on, unless maybe she wants to put a picture there. Who knows? But we've got this one, which was in one of the other 2 signatures originally. And then I just whitewashed this side. Then we have this one, which was also in a signature originally, so I like didn't really do a plaid, and then I whitewashed over it, so it was just some colors she could journal over. Whitewashed the inside of the page, stamped on it previously. If you're gonna do stamping, I do suggest doing it beforehand, because as you can tell down here and like all around the edges, it kind of blew out a little bit. This was a piece that was not already in a signature, but I wanted to try this kind of thing. And then this was a seed catalog paper that I don't believe was in a signature already. There's not a 4th line, but And if you're wondering, I used the 60 acrylic colors from Arteza package to do these, so it's nothing particularly fancy. So this is the next. I have 2 more inserts. Oh, I also have a wood veneer Christmas tree. I have one of these for my journal as well, but I don't know. I think I might stick that on her cover, maybe not. But I have 2 more inserts. This one has a bunch of die cuts and journaling cards like already sort of laid out in it. This one does not, because this is the one that I think won't be used. I'm expecting her to either just need 1 or only need 2. I had originally filmed the creation of this journal, and having 2 in there filled up the book just fine without any extra tucked in bits, but looked stupid. And then having 3 in there without any, 3 in there without any extra tucked in bits filled it out a little bit better. There was plenty of space between them at the back here. But then I started decorating them, pre-decorating them and putting all of the little, just setting the die cuts in the right page, and it totally blew it out. And I'm like, let's just do 1 and do it the Traveler's Notebook style. So these 2 inserts aren't inked at all yet, or even sewn together. Yeah, whatever way I wind up putting that one. Yeah, and I'm going, a lot of those painted ones I pulled out of these 2, so I will be folding them back up and putting them back in here somehow. This one, this journaling card I definitely want to swap for something else, because you tuck it in and it covers the whole deer, and that's kind of the cool part of this journaling card. This one has a lot of this size of journaling cards in it, because I decorated this one last because I had them set in there as the one that's in there being 1, this one being 2, and this one being 3. So this one I was kind of at the end of the pile. I wanted to just stick everything in there. This is the card that the envelope came from. Just got, I think I wanted to turn that bit into a pocket and just make sure that there was a good distribution of red and green. We've got the middle here. And we've got this here. And then I didn't figure out what I wanted to do on the back of this. And then this was going to be another tuck spot. I feel like this journaling card's a bit small for this spot, but maybe I will glue it onto here and something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes when I get there. So yeah, there's that one. I also may just pull everything out, all of the decor out of here if we get to the, I don't know, 15th or so, and it seems like she won't need another one. I will just pull that out and stick them into a journal. So this one was originally the second one, but is now the third one that she definitely won't need. But I'm still going to leave it set up. I'm probably still going to ink it up just in case. And you'll notice that neither one of these have book pages or a lot of seed catalog pages either, purely because I ransacked them to paint on. So yeah, that is Alicia's Christmas journal. So I'm going to be finishing inking this up today and handing it her so she can do all of her backtracking with journaling and whatnot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you appreciate all of this festive journaling content I'm trying to put out here. I'm definitely trying to do more of it. because it really makes me happy to do. How do we think that this tree would look? There-ish? What do you guys think? I don't know. I feel like this cluster is kind of perfect the way it is. Maybe if we put it down here? It's like kind of, I don't want it to be like all on its own. And I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyway, if you have suggestions on where this tree should go in Alicia's journal, let me know.